Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to share with you the most funniest culture shock I experienced when I relocated to this beautiful country that is the Netherlands, and I still experience it. And to be honest with you, I think it's worthy to be shared to you. So, just imagine being born in a local village in Kenya, growing up in that local village, and then it happened, you fall in love with a white man, you get married to this white man, and then you relocate to his country, and with your 15-year-old daughter, and then you get the shock of your life when your husband wakes up in the morning just to take a cup of coffee, and then he's walking in the house with his innerwear. Yes, that is exactly what happened to me, and to be honest with you, it was a culture shock, and I still experience it, especially when I go to my clients to do the cleaning jobs. And that's why I'm so excited today just to share it with you. And please welcome to my YouTube channel. Again, my name is Pauline, born and raised in a small village in Kenya. And the reason why I started this YouTube channel, it's because I have a big goal to start a girls program just to help those poor girls back in my village whom their parents cannot pay their school fees, just to assist them and to see that they've gone beyond primary school and they can afford to go to high school, and probably in future they go to the university, and then they be able to realize their dreams. And by subscribing to my YouTube channel, you will have helped me so much, because step by step I will be accumulating subscribers and also watch hours. And you never know, in future when I start being paid by the YouTube, I am 100% sure that I will channel all that money to this foundation. So if you've not subscribed, please do so. Give me a comment and also give me a like. So first, I want to apologize because for the last 2 weeks, I've not been uploading a video because I traveled all the way to Kenya, and I had 3 big reasons why I had to go to Kenya. One, it's because my firstborn daughter, she was graduating after studying in university for the last 7 years, and actually it was worthy for me to go and witness this success with her and also with my other family members. Another reason why I had to go to Kenya is because my mother is 85 years old, and I promised her before I relocated to the Netherlands, given the chance, I will try my best at least every year to go back to Kenya and see her, because I believe today I am who I am because of my mother, and she is 85. She's not getting young anyway. She's getting old, and I believe the most important thing we can give to the people, especially those who we love, it is our time. And that's why I have to make sure that every year I fulfill my promise to my mother. And another reason I had to travel to Kenya, it's because, remember, I always start telling you the reason why I started this YouTube channel. And one of the reasons, it's about to start a girls' foundation education to help those poor girls back in my village whom their parents cannot pay their school fees. And this time I had gone to meet two of the girls we are going to sponsor us from next year when they go to high school. I wanted to meet them personal and also to give them a little bit of hand advice and to assure them that I, being the first sponsor, I'm going to sponsor one of the girls, and I got another sponsor who is going to sponsor the other girl. You see, it has already started, and I'm so happy. And I said it's gonna be expensive for me to travel all the way to Kenya, but it's a reason I had to do it. So don't forget to subscribe, because you know the goal of the channel. So I met my ex-husband, we got married, and then we relocated to the Netherlands. And actually I came with my daughter. She was then 15 years old, my younger daughter. We started living together in an apartment, and it happened that he loves coffee. And actually you can never separate Dutch people with coffee. I believe it's because cold. Probably that is one of the reasons they love coffee so much. So my husband, being a real Dutch, he loved coffee. He could wake up in the morning at around 5 o'clock. He goes to the kitchen and then he prepares coffee, and then he goes to the sitting room and he sits there drinking the coffee. That was his daily routine. And he could wake up and leave me on the bed, and then he goes to prepare the coffee, and then he goes to the sitting room. He sits there drinking quietly his coffee, you know. And then sometimes my daughter could wake up also very early in the morning, like around 5:36, because she had to prepare herself to go to school. So in the process of preparing herself and also my husband taking her coffee, they could meet on the corridors and also in the sitting room. And my husband was comfortably walking in his underwear, you know. To me, it was weird. And actually, I had to confront him and tell him, please stop misrespecting our daughter. Then he was like, what do you mean? How have I misrespected her? I told him that when you wake up in the morning, you put on your shorts, but you don't have, you cannot just walk around here in your underwear. He told me that I am crazy. And I told him, I'm not crazy, but you are the one who is crazy. So you can imagine that problem. It brought a lot of quarrels because I grew up in a society where you cannot see your father's underwear, you know. But here he told me that it is very normal here in the Netherlands. When you wake up in the morning, you can just walk around in the house just in your underwear, you know. So when I talk about culture shock, I want you to put yourself in my shoes. Direct from Kenya with a 15-year-old daughter, and then your husband here, who is the stepfather to your daughter, is walking around only with his underwear. So some of these culture shocks are really shocking, you know. And it was a big problem, and I tried to tell him, you have to be in your shorts. Of course, he could some of the days do his shorts on, but some other days he could forget because he's not used. So I was like, you know, this is not real. This is not what's supposed to be. But anyway, he could not even listen to me. So me, I stayed thinking that It was my husband's problem. He never wanted to put on shorts. But when I got some clients, I could go to work to them in the morning. I'm there like around 7:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning. And then I find some of the men, or like the man of the house, is in the bathroom. And then what do I see? I see him getting out of the bathroom in his underwear, and then he comes to the door. Probably I just rang the bell to open for me, and then he greets me, and then we start chatting, and then it's normal to him. So I started thinking about, could it be normal, as my ex-husband has said to me? It is very normal in the Netherlands that men, they wake up in the morning and then they can just walk around in their underwears. So when I noticed it with my clients, not even one, not even two, it sank to me, this is a normal routine here. It's me who was crazy. And the reason why I was crazy is because I've never seen this in my country, So, and I also noticed the women, they are just there with their innerwears, and a bra. And they are just walking, and a visitor. That case, I'm the visitor, The visitor, I'm there, and to them, it's nothing, Just imagine, my boobs, only the bra, and then my underwear, and I'm just walking, it's in the morning, they are trying to do this, preparing to go to job, and it's normal to them, So I want you to understand me when I say these culture shocks, they really shock us, like when you are new in a new country. So for more culture shocks, stay tuned, because every day I'm going to report the shocks, the culture shocks I meet, because I just want to share with you, because we might be living in the same world, but the cultures are totally different. So be blessed and stay tuned. So don't forget to subscribe, you like, and you leave a comment. And my next culture shock, I'm going to talk about how dating as young as 14-year-old, it is normal, it is allowed in the Netherlands. So for now, I want to say thank you.